Alright, let me start this live stream real
Il y a une
quick.
Q&A apparemment, les gars.
Alright, so the Q&A is like about to start, so let's go do it. Oh crap, hold on, Reach. Dang, it's full. How dare you? Full. Frick. Why is this thing always full? What the frick?
It's not over, the Q&A.
It's not over yet, no, it starts in like 8 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it does. I checked, yeah. Alright, yo, Mason, come over, Mace, come over here. Oh yeah, so this is the new rec center.
It moves so slow.
Well, if you point it up, you're gonna move slow. You gotta point it straight to go faster, and you can double tap it to sprint. Alright, so just gotta wait. Hey, Mason, come over here for a second. Oh god! Here, up here. Go to the contest.
There's the donuts. Hey, I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Alright, so what time is it right now?
Wait.
It is...
Wait, let's eat.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, dude, donuts. Keep acting. Yummy.
Look at me.
Yummy.
Hey guys,
Yo.
All you British people.
is it starting soon?
Are you my
Yeah,
mother?
it starts in exactly 6 minutes. Holy crap, shut up! Oh, cool, it's a level 1. Of course it is.
Are they gonna like live stream it on that screen?
I have no idea what that's for. I don't know. If it doesn't show up, you can just go on Twitch and find it from there.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think I muted the wrong person. Oh, it's at level 27. Shut up. Okay. Sorry, Waffles. Accidentally muted you. Why is this thing not working? What the heck?
It's not on yet.
Yeah, but normally once it's around like close to the time, it will. Well, Mama Monkey's still in her dorm room, so once she gets to the server, we'll be ready.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot there's a clock right there. Yeah, you can just check the time from here.
Oh.
Also, it's floating, so.
Oh.
Dude, stop inviting me to the rec center. Holy crap.
Oh.
Oh, hey, she's in the server.
Yep.
It should be working. You just gotta grab it for it to work.
closed it.
Don't go anywhere.
They just
Oh shoot, it just
closed
frozen. Okay, here, get out of that, Mason. Just spam the triggers on this.
It's not letting me.
Oh, is it still? Okay, it's still showing them the contest winners.
I keep pulling up my watch.
Oh, just so you know, Mace, if you don't get into the Q&A, just oh, come on, no, now it's showing. Yeah, now it's showing me the. Now it's showing me the thing now.
You can see it. It's nice.
What
do
the
I do?
frick?
Just like put my hand right there.
Oh, you just put their hand right there and spam the trigger button, and it should work. Well, okay, she's at 2 friends right now, meaning it should be starting. So once, okay, I'll tell you guys when it's not private anymore.
Oh, you want root beer?
I don't know how this,
Why am
because
I
in
so
the old rec
tall?
center, if you just grabbed it over and over, normally you would get in, but
Why am I so tall?
Are
jump
you sure it's gonna be in
or
this door?
teleport. This is the old door. This is the door from the last
Okay.
one, so yeah.
Fix it.
Also, this is where the contest winners were last time. Hi.
You want coffee? Grab your face. I'm in your face now.
Oh god. Oh boy, this is annoying. I don't like the way they do this.
Second, it's not private, okay? That's it. Everyone's
Does
gonna be
anybody want
flooding.
coffee? Coffee here. Coffee. I want coffee. Give me
Wait,
it.
wait. I'll join through
Here
Mama.
you go.
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna
Coffee
join through Mama
forward.
Monkey.
Oh, nice.
Hey Mason, if you don't get in the door, you can just play games, and then if you're still on, we can play stuff together. If you don't get in, then you can do that.
Are you Superman?
Yeah, you're hilarious, dude.
Haha.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Oh boy, level 2s.
I'm on 28. Yo, does anybody see this coffee? Alright, now you see it. Alright, guys, now you see it. Now you don't. Oh my god, it's magic.
Come on.
Oh, you see this disc?
Alright, I'm just gonna. Okay, here we
Nice to
go.
see it.
We
Yeah.
still got 3
Now you
minutes.
don't.
We still got 3 minutes.
Yeah, no you don't.
3 minutes? Okay.
Now you don't.
Yeah, you're right. Almost
Hold on,
there.
hold
What
on,
are you
hold on.
doing?
See? Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys magic. Alright, you see this?
No!
You see this?
No! No!
Alright,
No!
do you guys see this?
Oh,
Do you guys
God.
see this?
Yeah.
Do you guys see this?
Yes.
Alright. Now you see it. Now you don't.
Yeah, 'cause you threw it in the wall.
No,
I mean, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh
my gosh. Oh shoot! Ah, crap! Oops, my bad. Okay.
Hey guys, look.
This is
This
gonna
is not even how far my hand is.
Oh shoot! Hold on. I gotta do-
Coffee! Get your coffee! Oh, I want some donuts! Give me all your donuts!
Jesus, be quiet, dude. Shut up.
Oh my god.
This new update really brings people together. One big happy family.
Alright,
That's
I
what they
need
said.
I fuck off your sarcasm, man.
Alright, everybody see this disc, right? Now you see it, now you goddamn don't.
Cribley said it was supposed to be one big happy family, but it's the exact opposite.
Damn, everyone's here.
Christ.
Let's get it, guys.
Yes.
Wait, are you guys here for the Q&A too?
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No,
here
we're
to
not.
watch
We're just
You
sitting at the door,
die.
watching people go in.
Wait for people to die.
Yes.
Give me that. It's mine now. What? And I just get a challenge. Done. Okay.
Oh, it was one of your orientation things.
Go away. Stop.
This guy needs to move.
Don't go away.
Oh, yo, free root beer, bro. Sweet.
Imagine.
That
someone
almost hit that dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, fuck
Stop
off.
it.
Power of Christ.
I miss the old rec center.
I know, right?
But this is good too. I like the cafe section. That's the only thing I like
It's
about
6.
it.
Oh my god.
Wait, it's 4 o'clock
Hour.
or 5 o'clock? Yeah, it is. Okay, all right. And like, normally they're like 1 to 2 minutes like late. So
Yeah, I know. I've been through this pain many times.
I know it's the most stressful thing to go through too. Because if you don't get
Can you
in,
move, please?
then you basically just
Holy
wasted
shit.
like 10 minutes of your life.
Yeah, I know.
I'm waiting.
really
My hand
hope-
is.
I really hope they stream it on the big screen. If they don't, then I'd watch Twitch. which
And
kinda
I'm
sucks.
streaming it right now too. So if I don't get in, it's gonna be even more awkward.
What's your stream name?
Oh, I'm on YouTube. It's Jack.
Jack? Okay.
Wait, am I on the stream
Someone
then?
is at the door. Huh?
Wait,
yeah.
are we on
you
the stream then? Oh, yeah, cool. Who is at the
Fuck
door?
yeah.
Who the
Jesus.
frick is that?
Shut the fuck
Ear
up.
rape warning.
Power of Christ. Power.
Two
Yes.
fans. 2 fans, it's great.
Two friends. I love that name.
Can they please just hurry the hell up?
I know.
Alright.
Move! Move your head. Can't move.
What time is it right now? Okay. Yeah.
Jack, get over here.
What do you want,
Not
kid?
you. Go away.
We want kid.
Go away. Go to your corner.
Guys,
Go to
please
your
move.
corner.
Okay.
Go to your corner. No. Go to your corner.
Are you waiting to get into the Q&A too?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jackson.
Okay.
Jackson. Jackson.
We're
Yeah.
pumped.
Okay.
Oh no.
Wait.
You want something to eat that's even better?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing.
Oh boy.
I just want to make some noises for your stream.
Thank you so much, dude. They're gonna love
No
it.
problem.
They're gonna love it.
Wait, have you ever heard someone go interdimensional?
Oh my god, what the heck? Oh, are you using the voice filters?
Yes.
Oh, you should do that. No, you should do that in the Q&A.
did
So
not
can
know
you
you
fix this?
Yeah.
Wait, no, hey, Des, excuse me, can you fix this?
Ow.
Yeah, do it, yeah.
Oh, that would be
Hey,
sick.
Jackson.
Oh
That's
god,
Are they
no.
normally a little bit late?
Please.
Jackson.
Yeah, they're
No,
really
you
late.
sound like a 4-year-old.
Hey, Jackson!
Oh god.
I think there's going to be loads of complaints this Q&A.
Yeah,
Oh dude,
that's what I
no
wanna
way.
hear.
Yeah, this entire Q&A is just gonna be people
I wanna hear it.
complaining. People are gonna be like rioting. It's gonna be insane.
Hey.
What?
How's it sound?
Oh god, it
Wait.
sounds terrible. Please. No.
Not working.
I'm gonna go insane. Oh god.
Yeah, yeet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah.
Why isn't it working? Come on, hurry up, Rec Room Des.
It's actually the only reason why I want to go into this Q&A, just to hear
Hey,
all the complaints
move.
and stuff. It's gonna be hilarious.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Move.
Yeah.
Move.
Actually, I've
Go to
come
your
here
corner.
to actually ask to add some
Go to
stuff,
your
like
corner.
maybe
How
our
to continue?
archery to...
I can't
Yeah,
move.
yeah, some archery...
Yo, I'm going in. I'm going in. Yes! Oh,
Oh, thank God I made it for once.
thank God. Hey, what up, Mama Monkey?
Hey!
Yay!
Hey, look at this!
Alright, yo.
Alright.
Where are these peeps at?
I made it, Dad.
Yeah.
Mr. Brady.
Wow, look at this, look at this!
Hey, run!
Hey, Bodie!
Oh, hey, Aardvark. Yo, Aardvark. Aardvark.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, oh,
Yeah,
this
what
is a cool look, I like this
Oh,
look.
hey, what up, dude? Yo.
I made
Alright,
let's go at the top.
well that was quick. Okay, perfect.
Well, you can get an answer quickly.
Alright, did we close it?
Hey, guys.
Okay, perfect, alright. So that's, we got a full house here. Welcome everyone to the Q&A. So a few words to start with. Who has not been to a Q&A before? I see a lot of familiar faces here today, but a couple of new people. So welcome. So the way these work is we'll kind of just take questions one by one. We do it by raising hands. I'll kind of call on you. We'll get through a question. We'll answer as best we can. You know, there's really no topic that's off limits. You can ask us about anything to do with Rec Room or life, the universe, and everything, and we'll do our best. And I'll try and kind of get around and get a question for everybody. So.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, thank you, Eric. Thank you, Mama Monkey. So yeah, a couple of things. Before we got started, I thought I'd mention a couple of things because like there's been a lot of questions on the Reddit and on the Discord over the last week or so since the last update. And so I thought I might start actually just kind of addressing a few of those top questions. They're going to come up, and then we'll go to kind of questions from the room. So number one, I think we got a lot of questions. Probably the number one thing I heard was, how come you took away teleporting from walking users? Who was going to ask that question here today anyway? Had to be, right? Yeah, vaults for sure. So for those who aren't familiar with that issue, so, you know, we've got walking in Rec Room, we've got teleporting in Rec Room, and up until recently, when you were walking, you had like a little mini teleport, and instead of that, we replaced it with a jump like this.
Yeah.
So instead of teleporting, you would jump.
And
so we get a lot of questions.
I'm gonna kick you. You're echoing super bad.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
you
what?
are. You are echoing. There you go. That's way better. Thank you, Eric. Awesome. So there's kind of two questions that come around with that. So like one, why did we move the teleport from walking mode in the first place? That's question one. And question two is, will we bring it back? So let me first talk about why we took it away in the first place. So really the inspiration came from our desire to kind of have everybody, teleport players, walking players, screen players. We want everyone to play by default in kind of mixed rooms. So when you play Rec Royale, when you play laser tag, when you play paintball, there'll be some people teleporting, there'll be some people walking, there'll be some people in VR, there'll be some people on screens. We call that pickup mode matchmaking. And then, of course, go to the VR rooms only if you want to play with VR, locomotion only. But one thing we learned from kind of testing was that if you had walking players playing against teleport players, that was actually kind of fine and pretty fun, and those kind of two users get along and play pretty well together. But if you saw a walking player and they would teleport from time to time, it really got you confused about, oh, is that a walking player or a teleport player? And it made it hard to think about them as a target in like paintball. And so we decided it would be much clearer if like walking players always walk, you never see them teleport. Teleport players always teleport, you never see them walk. And that way you'd always know what you're dealing with. So the reason is really coming from a PvP, paintball, Rec Royale, laser tag mindset. And so we're unlikely to reverse that decision for the teams. Now, lots of people have very reasonably said, well, wait a minute, if it only really matters in PvP games like paintball and stuff like that, then can we have the teleport back in the rec center or in quests or in custom rooms or in places where, you know, you're not treating the other players as targets to aim at, but you're with them? And the answer on that one is, yeah, we probably could. We've actually been talking about it. Like, from a technical perspective, it seems pretty possible. We want to kind of let the dust settle a little bit more and think about it a little bit more, get a bit more feedback. But that is something we're actively thinking about, is maybe we can support, because I think one thing that surprised us a little bit, and that's our bad for not really thinking this through, is like, what we didn't really anticipate, that there would be some players who could walk without feeling motion sickness, but can't jump without feeling motion sickness. Is there anyone here who's in that category who, like, I can walk, but jumping makes me feel a bit weird? All right. Oh, okay, Liali maybe. So one in this room, but we've definitely heard that from a few people, and that was honestly not something we really thought about. So that one kind of caught us by surprise. So that might be a good reason why maybe in the rec center or in the quests or in custom rooms, we can let you teleport as well as walk. Just to wrap up on that topic, definitely something like one of the goals of this kind of locomotion, making teleport a kind of, you know, formally supported #1 mode all across the game, as well as walking, was to make sure that we had really clear player types. And what that does is let us get really experimental with locomotion in custom rooms. So now that we've like, all right, we know you're a teleport player, we know you're a walk player, we've now got this foundation which we can let we can allow rooms to mess with your locomotion a lot more without them being a system-wide thing. So, yeah, so I just ask a little more patience on that one. We're listening to that feedback. We understand, like, you know, I can't get to places I used to be able to get to, or it's a little bit harder to use, or it makes me feel a bit weird. We're taking all that seriously, so we're actively thinking about, you know, maybe it will make sense to bring back the hybrid teleport in some context. Not promising that we'll do it, but we are actively thinking about it. All right, does that make sense? Okay, any questions on that topic? Looks like Pretty Princess, you might have a question on that topic. No? Okay. Let me talk about a couple other things, and then we'll go to general Q&A. Let me look at my list here. 1 second. Oh, yeah. So the other one, I mean, the other big one that I want to talk about a little bit is, like, you know, screen players. Like, you know, got a lot of questions about screen players. You know, some people really like them, some people really don't like them. But I think a fairly common, someone playing on a screen right now. Have we got any screen players with us? Any screen players with us?
They can't put up their hand.
Yeah, okay, we got a couple. All right, so welcome to our screen players. So, yeah, I mean, I think on balance, most people understand why we're doing screenplay. Really so you can play with your friends who don't have VR yet. It's so that people who want to create custom rooms can have a much larger audience. And so that over time, we can convert people who don't have VR yet into VR users. We can make Rec Room big and strong. And as the VR market continues to grow, we can go along with it and be a nice, big, healthy, robust social app with lots of players and plenty of people to play with. That's kind of why we're doing it. Now, that said, I think a very reasonable concern right now, coming from the VR perspective, is that screen players aren't as expressive yet as VR players. And so it can be a little bit strange if you're used to VR, hanging out with screen players. They're a little bit less expressive. You know, they feel like they're not quite looking at you when they're talking. Their body language isn't quite as natural. And, like, we agree with that. We think that's a completely fair thing to say. And that's something we're just really going to keep working on. Our goal is to make screen players really uniquely expressive in Rec Room in a way that is very uncommon in other games. So that's something we just want to keep working on. We want to make our screen players expressive, and delightful is the goal. Okay, so that just wanted to hit on those two things because that was like two of the major themes we definitely saw in the feedback since the update dropped. But now let me open it up. Let's talk about anything else you want to talk about. Let's start with Pretty Princess, since I almost started with you. I caught Mama Monkey on the hop. Look at that. Gotta pay attention, Mama Monkey.
Wait, Mike. I don't...
Okay. Did you use the microphone?
Oh, I have it.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
I don't... Okay.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Alright. I just walk right here. So I got a few bugs and a few, just general questions. I mean,
All right, give me your top two.
top two. Let's see. Is there any way they can add back the feature like you can do this inside walls with the maker pen?
Oh,
You can,
sure, yeah.
Do with walls.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let me answer that one. So what Pretty Princess is asking about is, in paintball and laser tag and in Quest, we've got the pushback logic, so that in Wreck Royale and stuff, we make it so you can't hide inside rocks. If you try and put your head inside, it'll push you back. Some of our recent changes enabled that for all Maker Pen objects, which in some cases, like the PvP maps, is pretty good. In other cases, it's really annoying when you're trying to build something and you're just trying to run around naturally and you're getting pushed out of your own creation. It's kind of a bit crazy and maddening. So the plan there is we're just going to make that an option. We're just going to have it so that you as the owner of the room can decide whether to turn it on or off. And depending, maybe while you're creating it, you want it off, and then when you're done, you want to turn it on so that players who are playing your PvP map or whatever can't hide inside objects. Does that make sense? Okay, give me a second one.
Okay. So there is a huge bug on Isle of the Lost Skulls where you're at the boss stage. It's very annoying because you got to go through all the stages to get to a laggy boss level.
Yeah.
There's a glitch. If you go onto the water, it keeps on teleporting you. You just see the logo and you can't get out of it sometimes.
Oh. I'm sorry about that. That sounds super annoying. Yeah, so that was it. So the question was, when you get to the boss in Isle of Lost Skulls, if you go into the water, you can get in a loop where it keeps teleporting you, and you see the loading screen. And that's super frustrating. We had a bunch of those bugs when we first did this patch, like the new locomotion. When you're walking on some places, it interprets things as you're going to get, we're going to have to kill you because you're walking on water or whatever. We had a bunch of bugs in that. Some of them we cleaned up on the patch in Friday, but there's still a few more, like the one you were talking about, Pretty Princess, that we're going to deal with. So, sorry for that one. Just ask for everyone's patience as we clean up the quests and make sure that everything's kind of ready to work with the various locomotions. All right, Mama Monkey, did you have a Twitch question? Okay, all right. All right, hang on. I'm just going to turn off my watch notifications because I keep getting buzzed.
Okay, sorry. Where was it?
All right. Okay, I'm ready.
Question from Harrison. He wanted to know why there wasn't a Maker Pen skin included in the prizes for the last contest.
Question from Harrison. Oh my goodness. Good question. All right, B-Boss, do you know the answer to that one? Okay, yeah, all right. So we have to defer that. So the question was, we did a room competition. We asked people to make mad science rooms, which they made a bunch of really cool ones. If you haven't visited them, when you go out to the rec center after the Q&A today, go upstairs to the featured door, and that'll take you to all of the mad science rooms. They are super amazing. And so, yeah, Harrison's asking, one of the prizes was a skin. Sean runs all those contests and knows the details. Encourage Harrison to go and pester Sean. I think he's out sick with post-PAX flu, so he might not get a response till tomorrow. But, yeah, tell Harrison to yell at
I'll pass on the feedback to Sean, too, that pen skins are valued.
Yeah.
I do have some more from Twitch if you got time for one more.
Okay, let's do one more.
TWB Cyclone asks if Rec Room will be released for other consoles like Switch and Xbox for screen mode.
Oh, okay. So the question was, now that we have screen mode on PlayStation and PC, will we bring it to other consoles like the Switch or the Xbox or things like that? We're not sure, to be honest. Definitely internally, something we've talked about as being a really neat and exciting possibility is Rec Room on the Switch. We saw on Twitter and on Reddit, some people use the streaming from the PlayStation 4 to play Rec Room on their Vita. and it was like very charming to see Rec Room on the like little portable handheld console. So I think we'd love it to bring it to the Switch if we could. We'd love it to bring it to the Xbox if we could. Yeah, we don't have anything really that we can say officially about that yet, but like I think it's fair to say we'd love to. Yeah. All right. Let me go over this side. So PSVR roughly, what you got?
Eric.
I think it's because you're sitting. Come forward a little bit, because it's. Yeah, there we go.
Oh. Can
Yeah.
I ask 2 questions? If it isn't too much, could I ask 3, please?
Well, it depends how good the first 2 questions are.
Alright. First question is, will we be getting multiplayer dorm rooms?
The question is, will we be getting multiplayer dorm rooms? The answer is, you ready for this? Yes. Yes, that was a big part of the update we just did to the rooms. You know, now all of the rooms you're in have the little room symbol, like the rec center and stuff like that. That was because we unified a bunch of systems on the back end that mean that any place you can be in Rec Room, like your dorm room or the rec center, or right here in Two Ferns, they're just rooms as far as Rec Room is concerned, and so that's true of your dorm room. So we're going to make it so that if you choose to, like your dorm room will obviously default to private, but if you choose to invite people to it, you can have people hang out with your dorm room. We are also planning to make the dorm room customizable so that you can make changes to it and save it. So yes, that is planned. And in terms of timing, we definitely hope to do at least a bunch of that work before the end of the year. Okay, question number 2.
Okay, second question is, will we be getting another quest?
Oh, okay, these are great questions. You can ask as many as you like, PSVR roughly, because I've got another good answer for you, which is yes. So I know I'm joking because like people tease me because I often have to say maybe because I'm not sure what's going to happen. But no, in this case, yeah. The question was, will there be another quest? The answer is yes. Not only that, we're actively working on it. It's very exciting. In fact, right before I came to the Q&A, I was talking to the designers working on the quest. They have just a really wonderful thing planned out that I think is going to be amazing. So I'm very excited for that. And so I can't tell you exactly when that's going to be. I can say definitely before the end of the year for sure.
Okay, Junker Quest.
Let's go for third.
We'll come back to you roughly if I want to make sure we get to everyone.
No worries.
But thank you. All right, let's go up the back to Jay.
I can't get over there.
So, with the new update to the rec center, I've noticed that there is a room with a projector that says out of order. Is there anything for that?
Oh yeah, Zilla, you want to take that one?
Get that question. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right now, what the plan is that the images from the front page of RecNet will be a slideshow on that projector. If we ever figure out how to like stream the Q&As and stuff in a way that doesn't tank performance, I would love to do that. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon because that just grinds PlayStation just into the ground. They just can't do it. So for now, we're hoping to do a slideshow, and that probably soon. We were hoping to get it in last update, but just didn't have the time for it.
Yeah, I think we have a prototype of that working, so hopefully that'll work soon. And that'll be like, you'll see the images from RecNet, and you have the rooms there, so you can just jump straight to the room. If you see an interesting image, you can go, oh, that looks cool. We'll go check it out. All right,
Mario
we'll do one from this side, then we'll come back to this side. So let's do...
Oh. Microphone stopped.
Did they mute
Microphone stopped.
I thought my sound cut out. I was like,
yeah, me too.
Microphone still out.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
You're good.
You're good. I was like, I was about to unplug my Oculus.
So, my question is, there's been a bug recently where if you have multiple people standing in close space, sometimes you can like just teleport right out of the room. Are you guys aware of this?
Okay, so the question was, there seems to be a bug where if you get people kind of clumped together, you can figure out a way to teleport outside the room. No, not aware of that one. That's a new one on us. I guarantee that's a bug caused by all of the changes we've been making to Locomotion. But yeah, maybe like, are you on the Discord or on the Canny or anything like that? Or maybe you could email us. If you email support@againstgrab.com and tell us how you're doing that, we'd love to know and we'll fix it. But thank you. Good to know. All right, let's do one from up the back here. Looks like Shining Aardvark might have a question that they're excited about.
I think your mic's off.
I can't hear him.
Yeah,
I can't
we
hear you
Mic's off,
signing up.
Hardwork.
Your
I
mic.
can
Yeah,
hear
push,
you.
push.
Oh, there we go.
Hear me
There
now?
we go.
Yep, there you go.
Yes, yes.
I was wondering if you guys
Yeah.
ever had like a spy gadget rec room.
You mean like, okay, so the question was, would we ever add a spy gadget? You mean like in a quest or like just
As
as
the
something in
phone
the
goes
sandbox
off in the
machine or
background.
In
What's
the
a-
sandbox machine.
the spy gadget?
Like
I
a
mean, we-
spy gadget, kind of like gun spy gadget.
I mean, we have this martini glass that's kind of like a spy gadget.
It's shaking.
And my second question is, does this outfit make me look like Connor?
Poison.
Yes.
Connor? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I
Yeah,
really
so,
want-
all right, so on your first question,
Shush.
we'll need more information about what you want to do with the spy gadget, and we'll certainly consider it. Okay, I'm coming over here.
But there are more items coming soon to the sandbox machine, right, Gribbly?
Wake up,
That's
Mama
true.
Monkey.
That's true. That's actually in this next update, we're actually planning to add a bunch of stuff to the sandbox machine. So if you've got specific requests, hit us up on the Discord and the Reddit right now. We're working on it like today, tomorrow. So now's a really good time to hear that. Okay, let's go over this. Let's do
Wake up.
B-Walks. What do you got?
Okay, I just gotta say in my defense first, I'm trying to answer questions in Twitch comments because there's a lot of repeats, so that's
Mama
what I'm
Monkey,
doing
come
with my
on.
heads up.
Wait, where'd it
Fell
go?
asleep.
If this has been asked before, I apologize, but I'm wondering why there's no 4-star token box.
Oh, that sounds like a Bebo's question to me.
Right, what the heck, dude?
So there is a 4-star token box. So you mean 5-star?
No, there's a 5-star. Oh wait, the 500 is a 4-star?
Yeah, there's a 2-star, a 3-star, and a 4-star.
Oh, okay,
Those are the
there's no
3
5-star
boxes.
then. Okay.
There's no 5-star. Yeah.
Already
So
fixed.
Yep, done. Fixed it.
And where's our
Nice work, Bebos.
Alright, the reason there's no 1-stars is because you start out with all the 1-stars. The reason there's no 5-stars because those are like the most items. Their costs
No, I meant
range
for
by
tokens.
quite a
for
bit.
tokens.
Yeah,
Yeah? Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah.
I'm
I
good.
think we're talking about the same thing, Beware.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Skylar here, unless you want to do a Twitch question first, Mama Monkey. Okay,
where's
let's do
that?
Skylar.
Wait, Sans fist bumps if I accidentally go.
Oh jeez, where's the
There it is, there it is, there it is.
How long until the new season of Royale will come out? Like the new
Oh, yeah. Because the question is, how long until the next
The quest-
season
the
of
quest
Rec
is gonna
Royale?
come out
Because
before.
obviously we're on season 1. This also, so I started a Reddit AMA thread this morning because we want to do an AMA video as with each update as well, and that's one of the questions in there. So I think we're not 100% sure yet. I would say definitely before the end of the year, and we're going to do the next quest first. That's kind of the order of operations. We want to do the next quest, and then we want to go back and revisit Rec Royale and do the next season.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, let's go up the back here to Tiny Beard.
It's a pretty big beard. He's a doctor.
My question is, I'm actually
What's his
talking to somebody.
question? I can't hear him. He
Will
blocked
there
me.
ever be access to the original rec center?
Ooh. Now we can't hear Gribbly.
Mic's off and
Mic's
it's
off
go back.
again.
Mike died again.
Mic
off.
Your mic
The
is
one we
dead.
just replaced was actually the third
No one can hear you.
version.
No one can hear him at all. Like, his mic
Now we can hear you.
What about now?
your mic.
Yeah.
Now it works.
Okay, all right, sorry. Yeah, so the question, which rec center do you mean? Do you mean the one that was just before this one, or the very first one that we had?
All of them.
All.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, so an interesting thing that came up on the Reddit for the weekend was there was a thread of people kind of going, hey, maybe you could give us the old rec center as a base room for a custom room. Which I thought was kind of interesting, but we honestly haven't even discussed that internally yet to see if that was something that we would like to do. But it's an interesting idea. I know, Ordzilla, you got any real-time thoughts on that one? What do you think of, like...
It's definitely not as easy as just flipping a switch, because I pretty much demolished the old one to make the new one. We could get it back. The assets all still exist. We could get it back.
Rec center.
I don't know what would need to go into that with the doors and stuff. Like, we could talk about it.
Okay.
It's not outside the realm of possibility.
Yeah, we'll chat about it. We'll chat about it.
I don't think there would be a lot of ink in that room. I think it would be
Right.
a pretty heavy room to build on top
Right. Okay. All right, cool.
Painting the rec room?
Mama Monkey, what...
Right, Infinity Gamer on Twitch is asking, now that the Maker Pen is usable in screen mode, will we ever see the addition of flying feature within screen mode?
Infinity Gamer. So the question is, you can use the Maker Pen a little bit in screen mode now. Kind of did some experimenting with that, and the question is, would we ever add flying for screen mode to make building a little bit better? So the answer is yes. So flying in general, actually, so for VR and for screen players, doesn't even exist for screen players right now, but for VR players, it's actually one of the most stale features we have in the game. Like, we put it in a long time ago. It doesn't really match very well with the updated locomotion. So we need to go back and revisit flying generally and make it better for VR players as well. And while we do that, we'll probably make it work for screen players as well. So yes, we'll definitely look into that. All right. Who else got a question for me? Let's do Juju.
Use the microphone, Mama Monkey.
Oh.
I don't have a mic.
Oh my god, I can't teleport!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so RecNet, I wanted to address for the fact that I know that you put recently the club feature to RecNet, and I've noticed that in the problems that I can't access the settings or anything or invite anyone to my club. I was wondering if you have any plans on fixing that at all, because I tried contacting the support email, but they haven't gotten back to me yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. The question is, we have a clubs feature on RecNet where you can add people to your club and name your club and stuff like that. Sounds like it might be broken for you. So yeah, we'll B-Buzz, do you know anything about that?
I haven't heard of that yet, but I can talk to Crumbs about that for you. He's the dev that works on that.
Yeah, so if you find Crumbs either in the game or on the Discord, he does most of the work on RecNet, so it's always good to pester him directly, but we'll pass that on to him. So yeah, it sounds like we just broke something, which is, I know it's rare, but it does happen.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me again?
Now we can.
Hello. Oh, okay. All right, let's come over here to Nocturdo, BMG CEO. Yeah.
Okay, I have 3 questions. First one is, do you have anything planned for that little area in the new rec center? I noticed that there's 4 cones on the backside of the merch booth. I don't know if that's planned for anything. That's secret.
How much am I allowed to talk about this?
Up to you. Here's the ground rule I'll tell you. Is
the Hornets.
The microtransaction
if you say it, they're going to yell at you, not at me. So I would say I'll go deep on this one.
The plan for that, and also maybe for a few other spots in the rec center, is eventually we want people to be able to take objects they've made and custom circuits, like this animated cat or whatever, and package them up. Yes. So I have a few places in the new rec center to show off some of the coolest community-made objects once we get that working.
Oh,
I don't know when that'll be, but that's the hope for that.
Ooh,
okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, my other question is, for the outside of the rec center, people were wondering if you can make something so we can go out there, like a picnic or something, because they enjoy going out there, I guess, so.
I might end up doing that. We didn't really have time to get to it, and right now there's no collision on anything out there, so it's all broken, but...
Yeah, we fell through the
map.
Yeah, that's how I got my first
it is fun. Another fun idea was someone was on Reddit was saying, be interesting if there's a door straight to the park from the rec center. That might be an interesting one too. So you just kind of go straight back. You can't hear me again? Oh man, we gotta figure out what's going on.
No, we can.
I can hear him.
I can't. They're lying.
Okay.
I'm very much against putting in a whole bunch of doors. That's what I didn't like about the old rec center. So don't expect me to add a bunch of doors, but I will. I have some ideas for how to let you get outside.
Okay. And final question. A bunch of people were wondering. I know this was an exclusive outfit for the Christmas event, all the scarves and all that winter gear. But people wanted to know if we could get that, but a different texture in the store. I like the scarf, so they just want more scarves. Beanies, and all that.
I don't see why not.
Winter time.
Yeah. All right.
Beanies
cool.
and stuff. We are coming up on another winter.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. We'll come back over this side.
Mike's out.
Mike broke. Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
no. I think you have to stay in the middle so I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My question is, I just want your thoughts. After the update, there's been a lot of negative comments, especially like on Reddit. I just want your thoughts about all that happening, especially with the people even saying that they're going to stop playing the game completely.
Microphone sounding bad.
It's turned off.
Really has to stay in the middle.
Yeah, the
you know?
microphone's
Hello,
turned
how
off.
about this? How about this?
That's the right mic. That's the right mic.
Okay, weird. Okay, yeah. So the question was, when we shipped the update, we definitely got a bunch of negative threads on Reddit. People saying, "Hey, I don't like the modes. I don't like the fact." You can't hear me again? Okay, there we go.
No, we're good.
We don't like that you've taken away the teleport. Yeah, there was a bunch of negative stuff. So the way we think about stuff like that is we always ask for feedback. That's why we do these Q&As. That's why we're on Reddit all the time. That's why we're on Discord. And we mean it when we say we want to hear positive and negative feedback. And so really what we're treating that is, as long as it doesn't cross a line into being really, really toxic and just really uncivil and impolite and yelling at other players and stuff like that, we don't mind hearing harsh feedback. The way we work as a company is we develop things really quickly. We're really not afraid to change things quickly. And then we rely on getting feedback from players to know that, some of this stuff is not the right move and we got to adjust it in a different way. Some of it just takes some time for people to get used to. So you'll notice that, some stuff we're just like, all right, yeah, we hear some negative feedback. We're just going to give it a little bit of time and we'll see if it really is a persistent issue that, people are still complaining about in a couple of weeks, or if it's more just, hey, something changed that I was used to and it takes a little bit of while. I know, for games and things that I use, when they change, it can take a little bit of time to get used to the updates. So we just read it all. We're definitely staying on top of it. I think we're pretty aware of what all the feedback is. And I'll just say we welcome it, even if when it's tough to read. We don't love reading. I definitely hope that people are saying things like, oh, hey, I'm going to quit playing Rec Room. I hope that's them using hyperbole and overstating it. I'd hate for anyone to stop playing Rec Room because of something we did that would make us sad. So really we read all that feedback, we take it on board, and we definitely summarize the themes out of it. I think when we do this AMA video, I'll be able to have a bit more time to go in a little more depth about some of the reasons we're doing some of the stuff we're doing. But yeah, we just take it all on board as feedback, and then and some of the things, like in the patch, for example, I'll say one thing that really jumped out at us really early was with the new Watch UI, so that you couldn't pick a specific paintball map going to a paintball game. And that was something we were always going to probably add back, but we just deprioritized it because we were in our analytics, we just didn't look like many people were using that feature, so we were like, it doesn't really matter, we'll get back to that later. But people really, really cared about it. We got a lot of really strong feedback on it, and it was clear that was just really messing with the way they were playing the game. And it was pretty easy for us to bring back, so we just went ahead and did that. So some of the stuff we're getting feedback on, we'll definitely go ahead and address. Some of it, we're just kind of like, hey, might just take time to get used to. And some of it, sometimes we're going to make changes that people don't like. I mean, that's just the reality. But yeah, does that make sense? That's how we think about it. Okay, Moody Marley's gone to sleep on. I'm going to assume he agreed with everything I said. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's do Angel Velox.
Ooh.
Yeah, you.
Over there. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Thanks. So I've been having a little issue in the Art of Lost Skulls. It's kind of like Pretty Princess's bug, but it's in a different map, and it's the sea level. Sometimes whenever there's a kind of step to go across to the other ship, I usually fall inside the ship, or maybe even out to the sea.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can't get back out.
Yeah, okay, alright, so yes, I'd say similar answer. Very sorry about that. That's definitely something that we've probably just screwed up as we've updated the locomotion. So thank you for letting us know about that. We'll pass that on to the Quest folks, and we'll make sure that they're tightening all that stuff up. But that should be just a temporary thing as we get all of the walking locomotion working everywhere. But yeah, sorry about that. I know it's frustrating when you're 2/3, 3/4 of the way through a quest and having a good run, and then you get stuck in something or fall through something that's not the most fun. We understand that. Yeah, all right. I'm going to come back over this side. Let's talk to Liz. What you got, Liz?
I have 3 questions.
There's a... You gotta wait for the mic.
Oh my god, I can't teleport.
What's happening to your teleport capability, Mama Monkey? Did someone mess up the locomotion in this game?
You guys need to fix that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we might need to tweak them. Okay. All right. Sorry, Liz. Go.
Okay, I have 3 questions. So the first one is, can we ever have a private center so we can just have all of our friends in it and chill?
Yeah. Okay. That's a really interesting question. So that's one. I personally have mixed feelings. So the question was, could we have a private rec center? So could you go to your watch and say, create a private instance of the rec center, just hang out with your friends? So from a technical perspective, yes. Like a new room system that everything is just a room, it's actually super easy. It's like just changing something on the server that would let us do that. I've been a little bit hesitant on that one because I think of the rec center as kind of a special room where it's like the one kind of shared public space that kind of everyone passes through. And so I don't really know how to think about a private instance. I'd actually really be interested in people's feedback. Who thinks it would be a good thing to be able to make a private rec center instance?
Well, you can already.
Yeah, you can.
You could.
If you actually go to the rec center, you can make a private version of it.
No, it got patched. It got patched.
Yeah, I thought we patched that out.
Okay.
Okay, so we could, but it seems all right. So who would feel really negative at that change if we were like, I never want to see a private rec center? We got one up the back here. Slow Hippo, you wouldn't like that, or you got a question?
It's not
hurting anyone.
Either way, in terms of this room, it seems like most people would prefer having a private rec center. Fair to say. So, all right, that's something we'll talk about. Odzilla, you got any thoughts on that?
I think it could work well with the club, the whole club thing as we make that more fully featured.
Yeah. Okay, all right, yeah, we'll take that under advisement. It's a really interesting question and something we want to talk about more, and we'd love to hear more feedback on the Reddit and the Discord. But yeah, really interesting question. All right, what's your other questions?
So, when you fly, you can't, turn with the hand you're flying with, and it kind of, really bothers me.
That should be fixed. That was fixed in the patch on Friday. Okay. Am I wrong about that?
Well, you can, it's whatever hand that, say if I turn with my right hand, I can only fly with my left hand. If I fly with my right hand,
that
I
was true when we dropped the update. It should no longer be, unless I'm wrong.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, it should have been the same patch that fixed the private rec center thing, or patched the private rec center thing. Should have also fixed. Okay, so I could be wrong if it's still a problem. But yeah, that definitely should work. Like I said, we got to go work on flying. It's a little bit out of date, but yeah, we'll definitely fix that and make it easier.
And also, when you're walking, when you have the walking mode on, you can't turn anymore.
Oh, the smooth rotate thing.
Oh, so you should have you checked your settings, because you should be able to.
You can't walk with your walking hand, or you can't turn with your walking hand.
Yeah, you can't turn with walking.
Yeah,
you have to use your
what platform are you on, Liz?
PlayStation.
You can turn with your. Oh wait, no.
Okay, all right.
You can turn with your walk. Oh wait.
Okay, we'll double check that. These are all things we got to fix with the new locomotion.
You're walking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
okay, we'll
get
double
on
check
that.
that. Thank you for that feedback. Momoaki, you got a Twitch question?
Hey, I got one from Milkbag. He would like to know if we will ever get hoodies in the game.
Yes. Okay, there you go. Yes, we will.
Yay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, that was an easy one. Okay, coming soon to a merch booth near you. Yeah. All right.
Coming soon.
For 18,000 tokens.
Exactly.
I can't hear Gribbly anymore.
Mic's broken.
Yeah, me neither.
Gribbly, the people I can't hear you. You have to,
It's whenever he
you
goes
stay
to
in the
that
middle
certain
so everyone can hear
spot.
you.
Every time he goes to that one spot, the
Mike
mic
stole your
cuts
voice.
out. Oh no.
Yeah.
You gotta switch the mic.
What if we just drop it and grab it?
Hello, how about this?
Yep, there we go.
There you
So
go.
weird.
Mine
Okay.
never work in this game.
Who programs this game? Yeah, it's the worst. Okay, sorry, Joshua.
Hi, I was asking, for the menu, obviously it's not a thing that's a problem or anything. I was asking when there's going to be, a multitask menu for the watch, considering, for example, when people are trying to get into the Q&A and they're getting notifications, like a friend request, they can have another window with their friend request tab open and another window with, the room menu kind of thing.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah. We'll take that as a suggestion. Definitely as the watch gets more complicated We need to make sure that the UI is keeping up with the amount of complexity that's in there. Because now we've got the chats in there and the notifications. So yeah, we'll take that as feedback of like being able to manage that stuff better would be good. Good feedback. Thank you. Jeff, let's do Jeff while we're down the front here.
Oh. Ah!
I tried
No
to
cameras allowed, Mama Monkey. Wow.
Espresso
started. I don't even.
Okay, now you're sending me.
Mama Monkey, what's happening with you today? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Someone fix your clip.
Yes, yeah, sure. I think you better. Okay, Jeff, what you got?
May I ask 2 questions? Okay, I'll just make sure. So first one, I got my Screen friends to join this game since Screen Mode came out, and I showed them Rec Royale and Quest.
Yeah.
And then realized there's not really much that a Screen Mode player would enjoy from this game. Are the next activities going to be like something Screen Mode players can enjoy too, like maybe more complicated activities?
So no, I don't think we're really gonna, we'll definitely make the mechanics better, and we want to make the socialization better, but no, we're not designing the next activity specifically for Screen players. We hope that we can get it to a point where they have fun with Rec Royale, but I don't think we want to go and make it like Overwatch level complexity, because that's kind of more what Screen players are used to. We want to make sure that Rec Room is its own unique thing, as opposed to trying to be Overwatch or something like that. Does that make sense? So we're definitely we're designing the next quest the same way we've designed all the quests, and we're definitely going to make it so that Screen players can play and have fun. We want them to have as much fun as possible, but we're not going to design it specifically for screens. Okay, did you have 2 questions?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up? Okay.
I knew this was going to happen. I forgot my question.
Got to ponder this one. That's all right. We're all seeing what Mama Mikey's been like today. It's that kind of Q&A. All right, we'll come. Jeff, if it comes back to you, put your hand up, and we'll come back. All right, let's do Eric.
Wait, you need your mic. It's on the ground behind you.
I got
it.
There we
go. Eric's got it.
Okay.
Okay, so I was wondering if you could ever make something like a flip note or something to make some sort of animations.
I can hear it. Oh, sorry. That's right. That was Eric of the background noise. Okay. So the question was, would we ever do some kind of a flip book so you could do animations or something like that? The answer there is don't know. Haven't really thought about that one, but it's a kind of a fun idea. Definitely something I've been thinking about a lot is, I think something that's in our future is a kind of photo browser in the game. So as well as going and finding all your photos on the net, you can also browse all your photos in the game. And one of the things that would let you do is kind of like take photos and kind of create textures out of them and then use them in your room creations. I think people could get very creative with that. And yeah, the ability to kind of then animate them and have a few frames could be really powerful. So interesting idea. Thank you for the thought. Appreciate it.
And
Despacito spider all over the wall.
Also for the projector thing in the new rec center.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if we could maybe watch some trailers on your on the rec room channel or something like that, or maybe short films.
Yeah, but kind of like Bella mentioned earlier, there's definitely some perf concerns with getting video playing well on that screens, especially if it's streaming. But yeah, that's an interesting idea too. It's probably closer to possible to have video playing back that's just hey, we put a trailer in there, as opposed to streaming it in real time. But yeah, also a good suggestion. I think step 1 is we'll get a nice slideshow of RecNet images. Step 2, we'll look at video.
Yeah, we'd love to hear it. There are some technical limitations there, so.
Yeah. Oh, you got one more? Okay.
And also the thing about the rec room on other consoles, I think that'll be a problem because Microsoft Minecraft started to Better Together update, and PlayStation refused to do it because they don't really want to be with Switch players and Xbox players. So I think it'll be a pretty big problem with Switch and Xbox.
Yeah, there are definitely some complexities there potentially. Yeah.
Because Nintendo and Xbox, they're good together, but maybe there will be some sort of servers only with Switch and Xbox.
All good thoughts, Eric. Thank you for the feedback. All right, Mama Monkey, you got a Twitch?
Okay, yeah. Every single person in the Twitch comments wants a hint for the next update.
A hint for the next update? Okay, alright, so the hint for the next update, I think we're mainly going to focus on putting more stuff in the sandbox machine. So everyone on Twitch, particularly if you're into creating things in Rec Room, now is a great time to make specific requests for objects you wish was in the sandbox machine. Because you have a much higher likelihood than usual that we were able to just do it, and then next update you'll have it. So now is the time to give us that feedback.
And right now.
Yeah, like literally today. Leave the Q&A and go and type it
in the Twitch comments, because they will get lost.
Yeah, just repeatedly in the Twitch comments, just spam it to Mama Monkey over and over and over. Yeah. Okay, I'm helping, right? I'm helping. All right, let's come out. Jeff, did you remember your second question?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
It stopped working.
It did stop working.
Other mic.
Oh, thank you. How about this one?
That one's good.
That's so weird. What is it about? Okay, anyway. Jeff.
Okay, so in the settings with like comfort options, you put TV mode vehicles and vehicles in there instead of saying the glider for Rec Royale. And then you said you had plans in the Discord.
Yeah.
Is there like any chance that we might like see like a chassis in the sandbox machine for like a car or something that you can customize?
Yeah. So all right. So the question is, in the settings we have some comfort settings for a TV mode, so that when you go in the glider, like if you're someone susceptible to motion sickness, we wanted to make sure you could glide in Rec Royale. So we kind of like put a TV screen in front of you, and it's a little bit odd, but it means you can play it without feeling nauseous afterwards. And instead of saying, TV mode glider, we said TV mode vehicles. And yes, that is definitely, us plotting and scheming to add general vehicles so that you can use them in your custom room creations. I'm debating internally how much to say right now. All I'll say is yes, we do have some plans to bring vehicles into Rec Room. And actually, a bunch of the locomotion updates we just did, like, the walking and all of the kind of, the reason that there's a bunch of new bugs in Quest with walking is because we actually refactored all of our locomotion to support all kinds of stuff in the future. So yes, that is definitely something where I don't want to make any promises because everyone will yell at me, but we are definitely thinking about it. Okay, let's go Jack Attack. What you got there? All right, Bubbles, you're next. Good hustle.
Okay, so, shoot, what was I gonna say? God dang it. Oh, okay, I remember. Okay, I remember now. So, whenever I'm in custom rooms and I'm creating stuff and I'm doing, like, building something small and expanding it, whenever I'm trying to, duplicate it, it always, like, whenever I duplicate it, the object goes, like super far away, and I have to, like...
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So the question was, there's some bugs right with duplicating objects. There's some bugs again with snapping. And in fact, we've heard from several creators that like there's enough bugs right now that it's almost too frustrating to build anything. And so we're really going to go in and fix a bunch of stuff. So literally, as soon as I finish this Q&A, the next thing I do today is I jump in a room with Votiveda and a few other people, and I test a bunch of multiplayer fixes that he's done for the Maker Pen, and test that exact use case, and hopefully we fixed it already. So hopefully in the next update we'll fix a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, just wanted to say we know that there's bugs with snapping and stuff again, and we're fixing them. Okay, Bubbles.
In Dodgeball, are you ever make it to where that like everybody has to teleport, because it's kind of getting annoying where if you're teleporting and somebody else is walking, like they'll just keep jumping around, and it's kind of annoying to me.
Kind of like in paintball, they have a paintball and then a paintball VR version, so you can go paintball VR versions if you only want.
It's just like Rec Royale.
Yeah. So maybe we could make a dodgeball VR, and that would everyone would teleport in there. How would that work?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. B-Balls, I feel comfortable saying we can do that.
Yeah, shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, B-Balls is going to do it for us. All right, let's go Volts the kitty.
Oh!
Hey! Whoa! Hey!
Couches!
Yeah.
I
You got it.
Can we fix the couches, please?
No.
Someone give me the couches.
We're gonna make them worse. We're gonna make them even more confusing and annoying. Okay.
I love Rec Room.
Q&A. I don't really have a lot of questions, but like I just in the Twitch stream of if we could ever have textures on Makeup Pen creation.
Oh yeah,
wood textures and stuff like that.
Ordzilla, do you want to talk about that one, or do you want me to handle that one?
I would love to do that. It is something we are hoping to do eventually. The amount of work it takes to make that work in a way that performs well and doesn't take up all your ink is a lot. It's just a crazy amount of work that is invisible work behind the scenes. So finding the time to do that and getting the tech in place to do that is something we've got to do and we're going to do, but it's not going to be soon.
Yeah.
It will happen someday, but unfortunately it's kind of a bigger job than it sounds like.
Yeah. What Ordzilla's alluding to is we've got a big job ahead of us to actually optimize the game really, really radically to get onto some platforms that we want to be on. We want it to look and feel and behave exactly the same, but we got to do a bunch of behind the scenes work. But because Ordzilla and the art team are very clever, they have figured out that when we do this optimization work, that's an opportunity at the same time to make it possible for switchable textures on objects and stuff like that. Now, all of that said, we will do some other aesthetic stuff first. I know a very popular request from creators is transparent materials so that you can do windows and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I think that can come sooner.
Mirrors, please.
Okay. Let's talk to... Who has not asked a question?
I think
Twix,
Beautiful Tiny at the back.
Okay, let's go.
Oh no, I changed my name. I changed my name a second ago.
He changed his name. Sneaky. It's very sneaky. And we're very sneaky and very honest. All right, let's do JP and then Twix. We can hear. It's all right. You're holding it. There you go. Yeah.
So my question is, somewhere in the map, behind where the basket court is, there's a spot where where everyone glows. What is the cause of how does that happen?
I don't know, and I wish I did. If you figure it out, let me know.
Radiation. Yeah, it's probably radiation.
Sure, radiation. That sounds right.
Yeah. No, we've seen some pretty fun photos on RecNet of people exploiting that effect, but yeah, man, if he doesn't know what's causing that, then I certainly don't know. You're meant to know stuff like that.
I'm some kind of lighting bug, but I'm not sure exactly what. Yeah.
Okay, let's do Twix.
Well, I can't.
You got another one?
More question? Yeah.
All right, hit me.
So, there's been Christmas skins, there's been Halloween skins for bows and pistols. Will those happen to come out next season? Like when it comes around, will we get our candy cane snipers and all that kind of stuff back?
So the plan is to do more Halloween skins around the Halloween time and do more holiday skins around December time. And it's going to be a mix of new holiday skins and the ones that were around last year. That's the current plan for that.
All right. Let's do Twix, and then let's do Skylar, and then we'll do a couple more because we're nearly out of time.
Thank you,
All right, Twix.
Okay. I have a couple questions. I have no idea. I might forget some of them in the process. Okay. One. Every piece of gold in Lost Skulls is equal to 1. Can we change that? Like, can we, maybe make it higher? Because usually gold is either not collected because of so little you get, and plus the new skins and the skin, like the outfits in general, they are way too high for just 1 each. And plus there's like a pile of them, like, every time.
Sure, so I think the question is, can we get more gold out of Lost Skulls when we play it? Is that a simplified version you're asking?
Every piece of gold that, there's 3 pieces every chest. So...
I see, so it looks like you're getting multiple gold, but you're actually only getting 1 gold. The visuals don't line up with the amount, and if the visuals did line up with the amount, then you'd be getting more gold, which would make it easier to get the outfits. Is that the gist?
Basically.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can talk to the Quest team about that. I don't think they have any plans of increasing the amount of gold that's dropping. We did just add some new pirate items to the store there. A lot of you have found those.
That was mostly my intention. Like
they are pretty spendy. They're meant to be. If you play a lot of Lost Skulls and you're good at it, then those are the items for you. They're meant to be top end items. But yeah, I'll mention that to the team.
Cool. Another question is, can we? I know jumping is a problem. I don't want it to go away because it's a pretty cool feature. But can we at least limit it, like teleporting?
Yeah, so you mean jumping in social context? Like right now, Tigglebits has been jumping up and down for about 5 minutes straight. Is that what you mean?
I mean, not in social context. I mean, usually
in paintball or stuff like that.
Like dodgeball, all you see.
I see. Yeah, just constant bunny hopping. Yeah, so I think you could expect us to kind of tune that over time. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you, I get it. I think we can. Certainly for custom rooms, we can definitely go ahead and give the room creator control, just the same way you've got control over teleport cooldown. We could give you control over the fatigue for jumping and stuff like that. So that's really a matter of understanding what kind of games people are trying to build, so that we can prioritize the features they need. As for our games, I think we'll just keep an eye on it for a bit longer, and we'll try the teleport-only dodgeball like we talked about before. B-Boss has given us his personal commitment that that's what he's going to do. Yep. But yeah, good feedback. Thank you. All right, let's do Skylar, then let's do Tyler, because that rhymes. But first, let's do a Twitch.
Okay, sorry.
And that's probably all we have time for.
Yeah, then we're probably out.
So, two questions from Twitch really quick.
Yeah.
One, can we make the AFK time longer, because a lot of people are getting kicked if they just lift their headset to look at something on their computer?
Yes.
Can they get the HUD in custom rooms?
Okay, so question one: can we make the AFK time longer? Yes, we'll have to look at that. I remember last time we looked at that. There's quite a lot of this surprising amount of complexity about detecting when someone is or isn't wearing their headset. But yes, we should be able to make it more forgiving. I think that should be easy to do. So yeah, thank you for that feedback. And then the other one was the HUD custom rooms. So you mean the laser tag style HUD?
Yeah, the laser tag or Rec Royale style HUD.
I think so. Yeah, we'll need to kind of do some planning and figure out the right way to support that. But yes, I think that's something we should be able to do. That would definitely enable some cool games. All right, good questions. Thank you. Let's go Skylar, then let's do Tyler, and then let's do any other names that rhyme with Isla. Otherwise, we're done here.
I have two questions. One, Lily was wondering if y'all fixed the glitch with the couches, how everything disappears if you kind of.
Clearly not.
Sorry, no, not really. So yeah, So unfortunately, Mama Monkey has been. That's why she's been demonstrating it for us today. So no, sorry, we haven't fixed that one yet.
Thank you.
Yeah. That is honestly. So that is a side effect of in walk mode. Because you can't teleport in the door anymore, you have to reach for the door. And it was weird when you were holding something in Quest or something and you reach for a door and you're basically hitting the door with a sword. It didn't feel like you were going through it. So just when wherever you're holding disappears when you're using your watch, we just made what it... Not sure that's been the most successful experiment we've ever done. Thank you, Lally.
Certainly not for sofas.
And then, so back to photos thing. So in custom rooms, I was wondering if for pictures we could maybe print them out and make them big and put frames on them and put them on the wall or something like that.
Yes, I definitely it's so funny. I've had a design doc of scalable pictures for so long. I feel like you could make the picture frames with the Maker Pen. Specific ones as well. Yeah, but yeah, scalable photos and browsable photos is definitely something I want to do. And so we're basically something we're really going to focus on for the end of the year, as well as doing new Quest and doing the Rec Royale thing. We're doing a big push on our Maker Pen and UGC systems. So hopefully we're going to get to a bunch of this stuff before the end of the year. It's a really big priority for us, is to the creation tools. All right. Good questions. Thank you. All right, let's do Tyler over here. I'm not coming over that side because my mic stops working when I do that, so I'm staying here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, so my question is, I don't think it actually happens sometimes, but sometimes where the names phase out and they're like kind of like weird text, like it's still going on. Are you guys gonna like fix it, or is it just like a work in progress?
Oh, so is that where like sometimes you get weird glyphs instead of text? It sometimes happens on scoreboards as well. Is that the one you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question is like sometimes there's a bug where text like names and scoreboards are replaced by just weird glyphs. That appears to be a Unity bug. Doesn't appear to be anything we're doing, and we have yet to figure out what causes it or how to do about it. So basically, we're just like hoping Unity fixes it one day, and then it'll just magically work. Like
Do you have
actually,
a consistent repro on it?
No, that's the problem. We haven't been able, we can't get it to happen internally. It seems to only happen in the live build, and if anyone knows a way to force it to happen, we'd be very interested to hear that. Volts, you telling me you got a way to force it to happen? No. Okay.
I have. You block someone and then unblock them.
Unblock them, and it scrambles their name.
Yeah.
No, if you block them and unblock them, it fixes their name.
Oh, I see. If block and unblock them, it fixes their name. Interesting. Okay. All right, Tyler, did you have another question? And then I think Volts is going to tell me how to repair this bug.
Yeah. So I think you guys already gotten the question, but like I'm walking. I have like this room. People try to grab chairs, and it won't work anymore.
Yeah. That's just a moment in time thing. We kind of ran out of time before the update to come up with a sane way for Walk VR players to sit in the chairs again, but we'll figure out a way to bring that back. Yeah. All right, cool. Volts, can you make this bug happen right now? Do it.
Do it.
That's called calling the bluff. All right, Volts, explain it to me on the Discord. If you got a way to make it happen, that would actually be super valuable. All right, so I think we're out of time. That's our hour. So I want to say thank you to everybody for coming to the Q&A. We love you all. We appreciate you playing Rec Room. We love the feedback. Please keep it coming. And we'll see you next time. And check Reddit and give us questions for the AMA video. That's going to be a new thing we're doing.
Oh,
all right, I gotta run. I gotta go test the Maker Pen. Bye all.
Wow.
No, you gotta do it. He didn't get to go.
I'm a big fan, Moody Mara.
Hey, Jax.
Yo.
What do you think about my Doctor Strange outfit?
What'd you say?
My Doctor Strange outfit.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it. It looks really cool. I love it. Yeah, you did a really good job with it.
I got invited to the club. I'll go accept.
Aw, sweet.
Play Rec Room VR.
Alright, I'm gonna go to my dorm room and end this live stream real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Alright, the one that I'm gonna accept for the... Well, I'm gonna suggest for the, sandbox thing is, inserting chests from Royale.
I didn't get my question.
Oh, yeah. Man, I totally should have asked about the token system. Alright.
Should have jumped like that. I was jumping like that when
Alright. Alright, load in. Come on, load in. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. That was the live stream for the Q&A. Hopefully I'll get into the next one. Like I always say, if I don't get in, I might have to delete it, sadly. So hopefully I get into the next one. And next time, be sure to ask me questions in the comments, and then maybe I will, maybe I'll ask them in the Q&A next time. So, alright. See you guys.